What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. My name is Rashad. I never actually introduced myself to all the subscribers I have so far, and my name is Rashad, and I have been into crypto for 7 years. A lot of you guys know, but a lot of you guys are new to the channel, so welcome, and thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and supporting the channel. I really appreciate it from every one of you. Alright, so I'm going to start with technical analysis first, and we're going to go, as always, review the XY and USDT dominance. And I'm going to tell you guys that we're going to probably be heading soon. And as I actually predicted, and I was actually expecting, not predicted, I was saying I'm expecting Bitcoin, if it gets support around this area, which we are actually had this, as I usually call it, tie. This tie price, although it went a lot lower, but it still went back up and got support around this area, and it started going back up again. But as you guys can see, because of this area, this has been acting as a resistant line, and there is a chance that it's gonna probably fail, go back down, and try one more time to go back up. And if we actually go to the USDT dominance, I've been telling you guys in on my videos, and I do not know why every time it does this. Anyways, we're gonna go to the daily chart, and as I said before, there is a chance that if it gets a stop around here, we're gonna probably go back down and retest around this area. And if it, for the new subscribers and new viewers, if you guys don't know, USDT dominance is anything that converts to USDT. So it could be altcoins getting sold and go to turn into USDT or Bitcoin. So when dominance of USDT rises, that means there's a sell-off. So any other altcoins or Bitcoin turns into USDT, that's why the percentage goes higher. And if it goes lower, that means we are having a rally up. Okay, so far, as I said before, we have met this level of support for USDT, and we saw this support around here. We started going back up. That's why this Bitcoin sudden crash of $4,000, this sharp crash happened. All right, because of this area, we can see that a couple of times it had touched this level and it went back up. And we actually, if we actually zoom in into the RSI, I'm gonna make this bigger a little bit. Okay, so last time, every time it goes to the oversold, I would say oversold because this is not oversold, but when it goes passes this level, and you guys see if it turns red, and if it goes higher it turns green, that means we are on the oversold or overbought territory. So that means there's gonna be a reverse on the direction of charts. Okay, so as you guys can see in here, it started going back up and it got out of this level. All right, so there we recently went to the red area, and now we see that the RSI is rising. Okay, last time the same thing happened. It started going up and we started seeing sell-off, right? So it all makes, I hope it all makes sense. If you guys have any question, comment down below. I will answer your questions. Okay, all right, so let's go to DXY. DXY has actually been surprising me a little bit because I was expecting, actually there is still a chance that, because every time around this area we had support, and we see the price of DXY is going to meet this area one more time. So I'm expecting a little bit of rise for Bitcoin and other assets. Could be around this area, $45,000 one more time, or as I said before, we can actually still go to $48,000, but $45,000, $46,000 is a very hard area to break. And let me actually show you here. I'm repeating some of these because I want to make sure that everybody is in the same page as you guys that have been watching my videos. Okay, so this area is end of the party for Bitcoin for now, as we reach around this area. So you guys see this shadow, right? As soon as we entered this area of the shadow, the price got rejected and got sold off for $4,000. Imagine we actually get closer to this closed candle around here. That means a lot of rejection happening here and here too. you see the more tie you guys see, the more rejections or supports that you guys see. If we are actually on the bottom, in the lower level of it, that becomes resistant. After we pass it, it becomes support. So if we actually break above, that can actually be a very good support. But I'm not really expecting that anytime soon. All right, so this type of chart to me does not look that realistic of how that if we have actually entered the bull market yet, because we saw this area a lot of times before and we got rejected. A lot of you guys come and comment and say last time was COVID, that was different, we don't have COVID this time. But I am actually honestly tired of replying to those kind of comments, because they are all similar and honestly they don't make sense. Because last time, yes, we did have a COVID, but did you guys know about it? Did we know about it? Did we know that price was gonna crash? How do you guys know that we're not gonna have any bad news around this area? Okay, so please do not just be too confident. And look at this, please. Price was around $64,000 and in the green area, right? That means we, as I mentioned, we were in the overbought area. But even although the price went even higher this time, the RSI was showing less strength on the buyers, okay, for the buyers. All right, now that the price is a lot lower, we are already in the overbought area. So I want you guys be logical here and realistic, okay? And I want you guys to remember, and I want to remind you that I'm not against Bitcoin. I am tired of waiting too, okay? We are all in the same team. We want to succeed. We want Bitcoin to go to millions of dollars, and we want to make money too here, okay? I want to make money too. But everything has its own time, its right time, okay? And I do not think the time has come. So if we see a couple of big whales start selling in here, and we can actually see fast rejection from this area and see a sell-off, okay? And I want to really mention this to you guys. A lot of you guys actually entered this market 1 or 2 years ago, okay? So you probably have not seen the previous bear market and bull market. I entered exactly around this area, okay? Actually, no, I'm sorry. When the price had actually hit around $11,000, I did my first purchase. And then we went to 19,200 and then crashed. I waited for so long. I lost a lot of money. I learned a lot of things from my mistakes. I kept buying. Price kept going lower. Altcoins kept bleeding. And I was tired of holding my bags for a long time. I sold a lot of them and lost. And so please tell me how this time same thing can't happen, okay? I know everything shows green candles, everything is going up. ETF is going to be approved soon probably, but I really want you guys to be realistic here. Economy is bad. I don't care if the government comes in and does not actually raise the rate, it pauses for a couple of months. I don't care about that. Realistically, you guys see how the whole world is struggling. Every single person that is ordinary people like you and I, we see the prices. When you go to grocery store, you used to buy a lot of things with $100. Now $100 is only a couple of items. You see that. How do you guys actually think that we have already entered the bull market? Okay, a couple of big whales that hold $10-20 billion worth of Bitcoin can dump this coin around any of this area, okay? Any part of this area, they can start selling. A lot of people are gonna panic selling like this area, and they're gonna either hold on to their bags and keep waiting, and they finally give up because they have sold. They have waited way too long, and they have lost most of their money, and they're gonna get out of the market, and that's when you see the greed is in 3%, 4%, 10%, 20%, and then you see the rally up, okay? This has been happening before. This is what I saw the last time. I've been checking charts for hours every day. That's just my hobby, my habit. I can't just get rid of it, okay? I do this every single time. I mean, every single day. This area, I think, is probably gonna be touched again, okay? We has turned back from this area, which honestly is not a good support to me. It could have started going back up around here. Yes, this could be temporarily, and that's why I call this a bear market rally, same as in around this area, okay? Last time you saw a lot of green candles, we kept going up, we got a couple of rejections here. Why? Because we had this struggle around here. I want you guys to see. Look. Let me actually zoom in here more so you can see it better. Okay, you see this rejection, right? All these candles closed around this area, 11,000 something, okay? And you see this red, red, green, red, red, okay? That's why price could not pass this area. As I'm reminding you again, this happened around here too. Red, 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 green, red, red, and see this rejection around this area just because of this tie right here. Because last time we kept getting support around this 30,000, 29,000, 28,000. We kept touching it, going back up. You see all these shadows. That means there were a lot of buyers because a rally, the bull market was not done yet. Okay, we kept going up one more time again, and this time we were like, nope, bye bye. Okay, and in here it did not even have that much time to retrace and touch from the bottom, and we kept going down. And that's why we had to touch this area a couple of times, because of this area being broken before. This was a huge support. I understand a lot of people comments in my under my videos, they say we're gonna maximum go down to these levels, 31, 30k. I know, but last time I want to show you guys a couple of examples in here. Okay, let me actually zoom in here. All right, right here. Okay, this is a good example actually. Okay, you guys see that we kept going sideways. We broke down, right? Then we started going back up. It retested, and then it started going back up. Had a lot of touches around this area again. Why? Because we had this support for a long time, right? So anytime the price starts touching here on like from the bottom, okay, I mean, let me put it this way. So we had a lot of touches in here, and this time we failed to even hold it around here, and we went a lot lower. And if you really wonder how many percentage only is from this right here, we went 43% from here. I hope it's large enough to see. Okay, 43%. So let's say somebody comes in here and say, yeah, this is a very good support, and let me get into Bitcoin, and boom, 43% of their portfolio was gone. But yeah, if they kept there on holding it, yeah, it would have gone back to profit. But a lot of people, once they saw this, they got out of market. And you guys see this area. It did not even touch enough times, and finally went back down and got support and started the rally. So in here, I want you to look at this as another example. Why do you think this can't happen? Okay, this is the thing that a lot of people are going to disagree with, but we only had this touch one time around here. This was the lowest point before we started this bear market rally, right? If it starts going back down, and at least we're going to see a touch around here, okay? Usually, even when you guys actually, let me zoom in here. Usually when we see a channel, okay? When we see a channel, for example, around this, it keeps touching until it breaks above or breaks below, okay? So far we have touched it once, twice. It could still go like this sideways. It can make higher, so you have to actually adjust your lines for your support and resistance lines. So my point is, for only touching it one time around this $15,000, okay, I think this area it does not really make sense to not be touched again before the rally. Okay. Also, you guys see that in the last time, I want to remind you guys, if you were not around, actually, I'm going to let you know, because I've had a lot of altcoins and I kept on holding it, and I was wondering why they were not growing in price. After this flash crash, I kept on holding, and actually altcoins started rallying after this area. Most of them, okay, because everybody was scared around this area, because they were not confident into getting to altcoins. But you guys have been seeing that a lot of altcoins have already gained 10x, 20x, some of them like a lot higher, or some of them less. Okay, we need to see this confidence taken away from altcoins, and we haven't seen that yet. All right, it is going to be way too early for altcoins to start rising, and they are already rising. Okay, Solana has gained from $8 to almost $70, $80. Do you think if the rally has already started, where's Solana is going to be heading? To thousands of dollars? Because we already have 1 or 2 more years of rallying. The timing wise doesn't make sense. So I really want you guys to be realistic and logical. Just because you don't like to see this $12,000 that I'm thinking of, not the financial advice in this video, none of them. Nothing I'm saying is the financial advice. Do not set up your trades based on what I'm saying, okay? But just because you don't want to see this happening, it does not mean that it's not going to happen, okay? All right, I think I talked way too much in this video, but my goal is to help you guys understand the market and consequences and what could happen. Don't just be too confident. Never say never. Anything can happen in this market, okay? All right, so I will come back in with the next video. Please like and subscribe, share this video, and see ya.